I spent some time looking for him in the library, but I couldn't find him. He's always found me, rather than the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. Where do we... The medical center seems like a good place to go now. Indeed. Where is it? That's the problem. I'd never heard of it before either. It sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be hard to find. The record book said the fire broke out in the basement, and if the building was burnt to the ground, it would have said so. It should still be there then. Assuming it wasn't demolished. Are there any unused buildings on the campus? Unused buildings? Oh yeah, that old hall! Old hall? That's what we call it. It's by the back gate and it's not used for... What's wrong? The school hasn't been around for 10 years. What does it have for having an old hall? Now that you mention it, that is kind of strange. Come, guide me there. This is it. It doesn't really look like a medical center. It pretty much is the same as the main building, yeah. Looks like the door's locked. Then we shall break it down. You're starting to sound like a delinquent, Sakia. What? What did I say? Don't worry about it. You'll probably be suspended for breaking in here, but this is an emergency. You don't have a choice. It's awfully dusty in here. It has been left unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind. Everything's empty. Wonder if they cleared everything out when they sealed the building. This all looks pretty much the same as in the main building. Did we come here for nothing? Let's look around a little more. Look, this door still has a sign on it. Guess it was the reference room. I do not relish in the prospect of wandering about this mausoleum of schoolrooms. But very well. It's even dustier in here. The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left now, though. And... Operation Hatoful. Huh? Among the row of dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful. Empty as well. It would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway. Operation Hatoful. Wonder what it is. Who knows? Something put in place along with the human representative business. So no doubt it was nothing good. Is Operation Hatoful connected to the medical center? What is the source of the mystery we're tangled in now? My head hurts. The only things left are... archaic medical journals. Huh? It's the encyclopedia! An odd place to keep one. Wait, look at the volume numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning? I saw them like this in the library, too. A bunch of old encyclopedias. Yeah. Can I look at these for a bit? Do as you please. The ones in the library had the same binding. And the place of Volume 9. There's an extra copy of Volume 6. Look, this copy of Volume 6 has a library sticker on it. Perhaps it came from the library then. Someone must have brought it here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it with Volume 9. An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure. Yeah. The other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything an extra copy of Volume 9, but maybe we should go see who came from here. When we get back to the main building, let's go check by the library. Provided it isn't a mere waste of time. We leave the reference room and continue our investigation of the medical center. We've searched the entire first floor and have yet to find what we're after. The stairs into the basement? Apparently the fire that closed the building 5 years ago started in the basement. But we haven't found it yet. The elevator doesn't have a button for it either. How do we get in? Perhaps we can't anymore. Huh? Look at the wall. The wall? It looks a normal concrete wall to me. Don't you see it? Stupid peasant. What about it? Think back to the building's exterior on the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. It's small, but there's a space behind there. Must have been sealed off after the fire. Now that he mentions it, this wall is a slightly different color than the rest. Which would make sense if it had been put in later. So, the stairs are beyond here? Seems likely. Isn't that a bit much for cleanup of some fire? We probably won't be able to break this down. If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll find anything more use in here. At least we found that thing from the headmaster's documents again. Yeah, let's head back. Did you hear something? Yes. Someone else just broke in here. This could be bad. We're a dead end with the concrete all around. We need to get somewhere with a window. Fast. Run! Yes. Ah, it's here! Wait, calm down, Kawara! It's small. So it is. Too small to be the Scarecrow. Huh? Aren't you from 2-2? I am the Crimson Fallen Angel, Angel. I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around school for being a nutcase. What is he doing in here? I think I'm going to have a headache. Textois Melodia Funieres. Who, me? Good for you, Kuwara. He came all this way to give you a title. It's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back. I am not allowed to rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the Pact of Old, I must seal you here now, Textoris Melodia Funeris Undertaker. Undertaker? That's it then. So the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel of Judica. Come! Wait, I'm sorry. What? What? Cease this shock acting, you wretched imbeciles! Huh? I'm shocked, Kawara, to think that even you would go along with that farce. What? You disturbed my territory. I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed. You, Luzon! What did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be our prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores. A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about? Perhaps you could explain in normal Japanese? Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakuya. The end is calling me. That is all. That is the cross I must bear. He stares off into space as if gazing at something far away. Maybe that basically means that he's a thrill seeker. So are you a moth allured by the candle's light, Luzon? No, I am stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory. More crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal, that blood-stained chest is just the way the bleeding heart's plumage looks. Oh. What is it, Kuwara? Blood-stained chest. Sakuya, do you think maybe the bloodstained stranger Sansa was...
Angel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing?
Battling minor demons above and following the demon spores. Could you rephrase that? Rufa, the three of Blight called out to me. He's asking you to say it using words we understand. Hollowed Magician of White, your anger now. It is the power of the demon spores. I think it's the power of you, Angel. Bah! I must compromise! I was in the place the ignorant many refer to as the infirmary. I knew it. I think we need to talk to you. Come! So we left the medical center, Sakuya dragging Angel behind him.
Ooh, this one! This is the bloodstained stranger Okasan-sa!
That's that then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go to the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the chosen one could stop the demon spores. In other words, he didn't.
Useless.
The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, Edel Blanc did venture within. Edel Blanc? Who's that? Explain in terms known to the sane individuals, please. The Apostle of the Blue Sky, Edel Blanc. She also goes by Byrona Lona. Lana went into... What? Lana was in the infirmary yesterday, after school. But the doctor and Yuya said that no one came, and nothing happened. They're lying. Excuse me. You were different from those peasants, Sakuya. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this. Oh, shoot.
You are different from those peasants, Sakuya. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this.
Yes, Father.
We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk.
Yes, Father.
Look at them, crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as they lived.
Yes, Father.
Their very blood is tainted. Their world is not yours. You must never speak with them again. Do you understand?
Yes, Father. To Japan? Yes, you will be staying here for some time. Arrangements have been made for your education. Remember, you must bring honor to your family, Sakuya. Yes, Father. Also, Dr. Ivermine is in the residence at the institution you'll be attending. He is
a prestigious doctor. I cannot find the voice because I can't tell who's speaking. It would not be exaggerating to say that our current glories thanks in part of him. Do not disrespect him.
Yes, Father. Angel saw Lana going to the infirmary yesterday, and then the door was locked. The doctor and Yuya must have seen her. What happened in there? They must both be lying. Yuya has been helping us all this time. I don't want to suspect him, but he's clearly been hiding the truth. Could Yuya be covering for the doctor? We don't know that for sure. The Mongol could be lying to cast doubt on Dr. Evilmine. It's not impossible, but what we've seen so far, the most likely conclusion is that they're working together. Sakuya, you were the one who said we needed to remove our biases. We need to solve this. I am aware. I want to confront them now, with only Raphael's testimony or evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They are both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue. Which means we need to search the infirmary. Do you intend to go in without asking? Yeah. The more stealthily we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with some way of stopping us for sure. Understood. I will go to the lab and keep them occupied, while you search the infirmary. Thank you, Sakia.
A moment, gentlemen.
Mr. Leon.
I have something for you. Sorry for being late. I was somewhat delayed.
What are these?
Yeah, first is the massive key. It should open just about any of the symbol locks in the school, and it is as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun. If you need to protect yourself, use it.
You will have more use for those than I, Kawara. Hold on to them. Right. Thank you, Mr. Leon. Maybe I should write in the notes before I go to the infirmary. The hour of judgment has come. You cannot use the Dark Three's powers here. Return to the Void, Wallenstein. Well, he seems excited. I wonder what the doctor is doing.
Being slandered by Mr. Higure, as you can see. Please stop breaking school property, Mr. Higure.
I have returned from Tunakat to defeat you. As long as you live, calamitous sorcerer, the world will be wrapped in eternal despair. When he says things with such conviction, I must find myself believing them.
Please say that isn't funny.
Yes. Come on, Higure. Let's go back to the gym, okay? No! Stop! Do not throw me out like some wretched doll!
I suspect he has suffered from megalomania since birth.
Megalomania? What do you mean?
Delusion of grandeur. Skewing societal standards, he lives his life in the midst of some bizarre fantasy. Perhaps it's genetic.
There would be no helping it then, would there?
He is unusually active in the destruction of his surroundings, especially given his physique. Internal prejudice is a terrible thing, I suppose. He is no doubt exerting the limits of his capacity at all times. The most dangerous part is his ability to bring surroundings into his fantasy. Though I seem to be less affected than you. And since, although I invited him to the school, I have yet to find a use for him. The whole thing has been nothing but a waste of time.
Did you say something just now, Doctor?
Nothing at all.
Excuse me? Oh, hello, Shirogane. What's going on? Where did Kawara go? He's investigating another area at the moment. Only Dr. Iwamine and Nanaki here now. Isn't Sakazaki here? I think he's walking around and calm his nerves again. He's very brave to be out and about with that scarecrow on his. Not brave, just imprudent. Stupid Mongol. Stop pretending to be migratory and get back here so I can distract you. I want to occupy both of them if possible, but at least they don't realize that we suspect them yet. Just the doctor should be enough. Dr. Iwamine, I came here to ask your opinion of something.
My opinion? I fear I will not be of much use to you there.
My body has never required me to visit the infirmary. I have not had much occasion to talk to the doctor since moving here, but I can read his expression perfectly well the same. He says I'm not telling you anything. Where is Mr.
Kawara? Did you have a falling out?
He did seem to be suspecting me based on nothing but his own prejudice.
He did seem to be suspecting me based on nothing but his own prejudice. A pity.
I agree, sir. To doubt someone based merely on one's own preconceptions is belligerent, sir. It is nonsense. That's right. I must be perfectly logical in all things. You are renowned as one of the most intelligent birds in the world, Doctor. I do not think you could be involved in such a grisly crime as this.
It is an honor to be praised by the heir to the LaBelle family.
Completely flat. Does he never speak with emotion? I hold a deep respect for you, Doctor. You might not be aware, but my father owes his life to your medicine. A few years ago, your work allowed the LaBelle family to continue on an even greater glory.
Is that so? I had not known. I'm afraid that I know little of the fates of the drugs that I develop.
The life is but one bird may not be significant to you, but we the LaBelle family will never forget.
How wonderful. I take it your father is a figure of great respect.
Of course. The family head must always be honored.
It would seem that you hold your own biases even more dearly than Mr. Kowara holds his, almost like the foundation of your very existence. I would rather like to see the expression on your face when that foundation collapses.
Locked. Has it been locked ever since the alarm this morning? The doctor went straight to the lab to begin autopsy. I think he's been with some birdie ever since. Let's see, maybe that massive thing Mr. Leone gave me will do the trick. Yes! This room has always been a little creepy, but it's even worse in the dim light. I need to look for evidence that Lana was in here, quickly. But where do I start? The longer I spend poking around in corners, the bigger the risk that I'll get caught. I need to remember, I've been here a lot every time I got sick. Where would the doctor hide something he didn't want anyone else to see? Didn't he forbid his assistants from touching his desk? It would seem he keeps his drawers locked tight. You're up, massive thing. Side are medical records? It's probably supposed to keep personal information locked up. Though, I never really thought of him as a respectful type. There are only 4 files. The names are Kawara Ryuta, Pyrono Lana, Fujishiro Nageki, and Shirogane Sakuya. What? I'm not surprised to see a file on me in here, but Lana and Sakuya? They never had any reason to be in here. And Fujishiro Nageki. Looking closely, Nageki folder says St. Pigeonation's Medical Center on the side, while the others don't. And the date is from 5 years ago. Did he take this from the medical center? Since it's here, he must know something about the fire back then. Are the other 3 records from physical exams? They're full of strange symbols and numbers, and I'm not sure what they mean. Huh? Saki has a second piece of paper in it. It looks like some sort of memo or... A sudden blinding pain in the back of my head. I can't move. I fall unconscious. Where am I? I feel dizzy. That's right, I was looking for evidence in the infirmary. Medical records are gone. Somebody took them. I managed to get knocked out even with the stun gun Mr. Leone gave me. Darn it! I don't know who attacked me, but those records must have been important to get stolen away like that. Darn it! Why did I let myself get taken from behind like that? I had our records. Even with those, it would have been hard to prove anything. Whoever attacked me must have been the criminal. They probably wouldn't leave anything, but maybe they missed a clue in here somewhere. Huh? I hadn't noticed earlier, but there's a card under the desk in the corner. I wouldn't have seen it if it weren't on the floor. This is not a student ID. There's blood on the corner. So it wasn't dropped here on accident before she was killed. It must have happened in here. It looks like my doubts about the doctor are confirmed. But for some reason, I still feel unsure. It almost feels like this is too good to be true. Like I'm being led along. If the doctor were behind it all, surely he could avoid casting so much doubt on himself. Just what is he after, anyway? But I'm not worried about who's doing what and why. I'm worried about finding the one who did this to Lana. I need to talk with Sakuya. So you think it would take a fair amount of time to cut a human up like this and distribute them to boxes, Doctor?
Correct. Even if she were cut up last night and distributed this morning, it would involve a good deal of physical labor.
Sakuya! You again. Can we go to the maintenance room? We need to talk. Very well.
Mr. Shirogane,
Yes, Doctor.
just as an aside, it would be impossible for one such as myself, even with the knowledge and
Even with the knowledge and tools of a physician.
even so, I am not particularly healthy person.
Not a healthy person.
The doctor is slightly impaired down his right side.
He is? I never knew.
I was injured long ago. My right wing never fully recovered, though it rarely poses a problem in my daily life. A human corpse is heavy. Seems a little bit much to go dragging around with one wing, don't you think?
Yes, it's all true. It even recorded in the faculty medical records. It is? I see. Thanks, I'll remember that. I tell Saki about what I found in the infirmary as we head to the maintenance office. Meaning, Fujishiro Nageki's records and the doctor has something to do with the medical center. I think so, yeah. I wonder about the other records, too. Why you, me, and Lana all together? Could that really be a coincidence? Did you go there often after you moved here or anything? Not once. Nobility knows no illness. Yeah, I've never seen him sick, and he always seems pretty lively. I hadn't known about the doctor's injury. Kind of a bad thing to find out now. Bad? Because it isn't inconvenient to your theory? We must remain just. No harm can ever come from learning more of the truth. I guess so. Maybe it's because he's not very active. Or because he never leaves the infirmary. But I guess I've never really had the chance to notice his disability. If he couldn't have done it alone, it makes it seem more likely that he was working together with Yuya. Blasted mongrel. No good can ever come from his presence. He merely confuses the issue.
Salutations. You're gossiping about me.
Yuya!
What a pickle. I guess I'm the topic of choice among the boys as well as the girls now. Not that I mind.
Don't let it get to your head, mongrel. We weren't saying anything good about you. That's right, Yuya. From your point of view, we were subjecting you to vile slander and ill gossips.
You're very frank, Ryuga. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of slander? Perhaps you shouldn't say, lest my fragile heart shatter like a maiden's crystal glass, dropped by an unkind lover.
It should be obvious what we're talking about from our faces alone. But he's completely relaxed. I doubt his heart is made of glass, though. Used tires, maybe. Something that is completely impervious to abuse. Your unsolicited presence saves us the trouble of looking for you. We demand answers from you. You lied. You met Pyona in the infirmary yesterday. Did you kill her?
So you doubt me? I'd love to see your evidence.
We found her ID stained with blood in the infirmary. You are duty-bound to answer. What did you see in the infirmary yesterday? And what did you do?
Well, I can't tell you anything. Sorry. I can't say anything at all.
Cease this foolishness! You know something, don't you? Do not attempt to dodge the... Run, you two!
Such terrible timing. Nobody likes a man who can't read the atmosphere, Mr. Scarecrow.
Is this the time for jokes? Run! Go!
Ryuta seems to have left us in the dust. Maybe we should hurry up a little. Well, it doesn't look like it's noticed us. I guess it's not keen on chasing people.
Your idle flirtations sicken me. Filthy mongrel.
Shh. Do you want it to hear us? How about this? I'll go first and lure Mr. Beanpole Man towards the cafeteria. You head for the maintenance room while I'm distracted, okay?
You plan to act as a decoy? Don't think this will stop me from suspecting you.
I wasn't asking you to. I've been your ally until now, so why stop now?
Our ally?
Anyway, run for it as soon as we're out of sight. Adieu.
Sakuya, you're okay. I was worried that you might have been caught.
Indeed.
Is it Yuya with you? We never got him to answer anything.
I do not know. He ran in the opposite direction.
We don't have much time left. I think the only thing to do is get him to talk to us and then confront the doctor. He's been helping us this whole time, but I don't know if we can still consider him our ally. Our ally? Indeed. Always been separated, right? So you don't really know how he usually acts, or if he'd be likely to do something like this, or... How could I know? He and I live in different worlds. As my father said, I couldn't know. I'm an only child, so I don't really understand siblings, but I think I know how you feel about him, Sakuya. Do not make me repeat myself. He and I have no connection. But I want to believe that. He is not my enemy. Looks like Sakuya isn't entirely sure what to think. The prime suspects are the doctor who aided his family and his own half-brother. If I were given the same situation, I wouldn't be as calm as he is. We would write in the notes and then go talk to the doctor. Go find out exactly what happened in the infirmary. We figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. It's 6 p.m. We don't have much time. Can we solve this and get out alive in only 4 hours? Alright, let's go, Huh? Sakuya?
Your friend already left, young one.
Why didn't you say so earlier? He's planning to confront the doctor alone. Father is out of pure bloodline, and so is his life of the utmost value. By extension, the doctor who saved his life must also be valuable. I must not disrespect him, because that is what Father told me. My brother, born of a low father, is a worthless being. Though he looks noble, his veins flow with filthy and pure blood. I must not associate with those of low birth, because that is what Father told me. But I am no longer sure. What is blood? Why does it divide us so?
Oh, hello, Shirogane.
Where's the doctor?
He said he was going back to the infirmary. Maybe he forgot something there.
Thank you.
You're going right after him? Don't you want a tea? We'll be careful. He looked rather troubled. I hope he's alright.
Doctor!
Mr. Shirogane, you look quite fatigued. Would you care a rest for a little while?
You are wrong, are you not, sir?
Whatever could you mean?
I wish to learn the truth. What did you and Sasaki do? Which of you decided to kill Pyrona?
That's not something to say without proof, Mr. Shirogane. But then, we have but little time left. Perhaps I shall explain things to you. I did not kill Miss Pyrona. This is the truth.
Of course. How could I let myself be swayed by idle rumors? The The doctor could not possibly carry out such an atrocity.
Mr. Sakazaki did not kill her either, which raises the question, who did?
Sakazaki admitted that he was involved in the crime. He cannot possibly be...
I merely said that he did not kill her. I did not say he wasn't involved. Of course, the same applies to myself.
The two of you did not kill her, but were involved? But then, who did kill her?
Oh, dear me, this won't do. Talking to you makes me feel like I'm about to fall asleep. I suppose these are the limits of mere mongrel.
What did he just say? Doctor,
Could you be quiet for a minute, Mr. Shirogane? You bore me. You filthy, low-born mongrel.
What are you saying, sir? I am not like Saka.
You did well. Thanks to you, Mr. Kawara has found almost everything he needs. Just one more push and he will be done. Thank you, Mr. Shirogane.
A glint of white steel. His left wing slowly traces an arc through the air. I'm dying. I'm dying. What did he say? Why was I left behind? I can't think. Sakazaki!
Stop that, Issa. I told you not to touch my brother.
Suddenly, Sakazaki Yuya blocks out the sun. Blood is spreading across the floor. Am I alright? Who's... your wing?
Such beautiful brotherly love, Mr. Sakazaki. You were the real hero all along, of course. I only promised that I wouldn't tell other people. Not that I wouldn't tell him myself, or that I wouldn't kill him. And after all that work to steal the records from Mr. Kawara, too.
Yeah, you've always been like this. Coward and a villain to the core.
Oh, such flattery.
What are you doing, Doctor? Why? Why are you doing this?
I told you, remember? You bore me. Now that you have helped Mr. Kawara as much as you can, I have no more use for you. Why should I put up with your blabbering now that I am done with you?
I do not understand, sir. What did you and Sakazaki?
This is exactly what I'm talking about. I have no responsibility to explain to you. Goodbye, Mr. Shirogane.
No, don't move, Sakuya.
Sakuya!
Oh, Mr. Kawara. We were just discussing you.
Yuya's standing over Sakuya, blood running down his body. The doctor's standing next to them. There's no question about what happened. Doctor! So it was you all along!
Was it? I wonder about that.
Pull yourself together, Sakazaki! Say something!
Don't worry, he won't die just yet. I'm sure you'll enjoy a confession or two, so ask him all you want.
Wait, Doctor! The Scarecrow!
There you are, Labor 9. I was waiting for you. Come, let us go.
Labor 9? Is that the Scarecrow's name? So he was working under the doctor this whole time!
Just a little more, Mr. Kawara. Do you think you'll remember soon?
Stop running away! You killed Lana. I will never forgive you!
I'm glad you're so lively. That's good. I shall be waiting for you deep beneath the surface. Chase me, Mr. Kawara.
I reach out. I can't reach. The doctor and the Scarecrow are gone.
go chasing after the beanpole man on your own, Ryuta. A good man keeps his cool, even in times like this.
Don't speak. You're still bleeding.
Don't worry. Who the hell do you think I am? I'll be fine. I know my limits better than anyone else. I won't die to a little scalpel. Getting whacked with a cleaver would have been bad, but...
There are plenty of bandages here. Sakuya, wait here. I'll go get Mr. Leone.
Wait, Ryuta. I have things to tell you. Can you wait long enough to hear my confession? Like the doctor said, there is no time to waste. So let me tell you everything I can. This might be our last chance.
It's too late, Sakazaki. If you were involved, why didn't you tell us before?
We had a deal. Of course, he broke it without a second thought. But the doctor and I did not kill her. That is the truth.
But then what did he...
She died in this room after school yesterday. That is also the truth.
Then there was someone else.
Yes, it is always something.
And then the third person killed Lana. Who was it?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you that. I think you'll figure it out. I have to apologize to you. The doctor and I were the ones who cut her up.
So you stuffed her in those boxes?
That was the time. The doctor needed to be sure of when she'd be found. He decided warning would give him time for most humans to gather. I suppose he probably thought putting her in the print boxes was funny too.
The most humans? Why?
Looks like I stayed on the fence to the very end. I didn't have to resolve to go either way. If only things had been a little different.
I thought you said you'd be fine.
Could you go outside for a bit, Rita? We'll go to the maintenance office afterwards. Just for a little. I want to talk to Sakuya alone.
But your new father says he doesn't want your brother. He says he can only feed you if you leave the egg behind. Mother is sad. He is her son too. I will go. I will throw my brother away, Mother. Give me the egg. The new father killed my father. I know he did. He killed him so he could take my mother from him. I waited until she laid a new egg. Until she laid an egg with the new father's child inside. I had hid him away in the mansion, and I switched them so he will raise my brother as his own son. The new father hates me, but he will love my brother. He will give him nice food, and nice clothes, and a nice bed. My brother will not know. No one will know but me. I hate the new father. I took the new egg, and I smashed it.
Whoa. I've always thought that maybe I should have told you. The doctor did not lie. You're the same as me, Sakuya. We would never have brothers. You are my real brother.
Impossible. I am the heir of the LaBelle family. Father told me so. Everyone told me so. I was raised for no other purpose.
I never told anyone that I'd switched the eggs. If Father found out now, he'd throw you away. I did it for you. No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just did it to spite that man. I killed the child he had with Mother. That was the cross I had to bear. It was never your problem. I was happy just to see you living in luxury.
You, under what authority?
None, you're right. I only ever listened to myself. But the doctor noticed. I must have realized. Yes, I was doing what he said all along. that I killed the other father's child will never leave. I've never been able to forget. If you're blamed for that child's death, you have to press on. You can't let it stop you. I was always wondering whether I should tell you or not. And now it's too late. So,
Fool! To deny me my lineage, no!
I'm sorry, Sakuya. I should have told you a long time ago. I was never as sure of myself as you.
If I am not the libel line, what am I?
I knew you'd ask that. Straightforward as always. Leave this place, Sakuya. Think about it long and hard. You have a lot more to worry about than just who your family is after all.
No! Wait, Sakazaki! Stay with me! There is still much for you to tell me.
It's been a long time since we talked this much. I'd talk to you every day when you were still an egg.
Pull yourself together, Yuya! You can't leave this! You said a scoundrel like that couldn't kill you!
I should apologize about that too. Remember the headmaster? That was nerve toxin.
You mean that scoundrel had...
Go on, Sakuya. Your liar brother will go. The doctor must have a way out of here. You are yourself. Never let anyone ever tie you down. Later, buddy.
Yuya! Yuya! It's 6 p.m. Haven't had much of a sense of time passing since the dome appeared, but it's already evening. The atmosphere in the maintenance office is tense. The doctor said he'd be waiting deep beneath the surface. Does this building have a basement? Certainly not. That appears on the official plans. But maybe. Under the medical center. But that one's blocked off with concrete. It does not seem to me that the medical center is an entirely independent building. There may well be a path from this building into the basement here. Is there anywhere you might have missed something? Missed something? Forgotten something? Somewhere I forgot to look. Oh! That's right! The encyclopedia from the library and the medical center! And the chronology and the medical records. I'd like to talk to Nageki again. You have thought of something. Yeah, I need to go check. Sakuya. He hasn't spoken since what happened in the infirmary. I can't blame him. I know how he feels. Better to leave him alone. I know. I'm worried about it too. You're fading again. Where are you? Nageki! There you are. What is it? I found out a lot about the school. And about you. I see. I suppose you know who I am then. Sort of, but there are things I need to ask you. That is why I'm here. The fire 5 years ago, and the dome today. How are they related? Nageki must know something about the secrets the school holds. You aren't really here anymore, are you? That might be so. Or it might not. I saw in the school records. It says you died 5 years ago. In the accident in the medical center. I had become aware of that. I stopped my own clock here. That's why I can't never leave. You stopped your... In other words, at the very least, I took my life through my own will. I am almost sure of that. So you didn't die in the accident. He hangs his head in silence. Looks like he can't remember everything from before he died. I need a clue. There must be a basement under the medical center, and I need to get in there. Oh, that's right. The encyclopedia. The encyclopedia. You used to go to the medical center, right? Did you switch one of the encyclopedias from there with one here? Why would... That's what I want to know. I guess I should just tell him. Look, you know how the encyclopedias here are out of order? There are 2 copies of the Volume 9 and no Volume 6. The medical center has the same encyclopedias? Yeah, there are just 2 copies of 6 there, and no 9. How disorderly. Yeah. Anyway, one of the copies of Volume 6 there has a library sticker on it. Someone must have taken it from here. Switch the encyclopedias. Mr. Kawara, try reading this copy of Volume 9. Looking's worth 1,000 spoken words, I guess. Huh? This isn't right. It looks just like another book when it's closed, but it's a box? It's full of files. Some sort of documents? They're all from 5 years ago. These must have been... What does it say? That one. Let's see. Operation Hatoful. This is talking about using carrier individuals as biological weapons to fight humans? It's the same title as the file in the headmaster's office. But I never expected anything like this. Meaning, this school has been being used for biological weapons development for at least 5 years. 2180. New strains of Sumatera influenza isolated. 2183. A new strain has been isolated from Fujishiro Nageki. It is lethal to humans and has been named Charon virus. It has entered research at St. Pigeon Nation's Medical Center. Charon virus? Humans I met would always get very sick. Are you remembering something? Yes, I think so. I think I was the one who brought that book here. The birds with me in the medical center often did secret things in the reference room. I wanted to tell someone important that was happening in the center. What was it? My family? It must have been my family. That's right. I burned. I had to disappear. Why didn't I notice? Did I your help to see? He paces nervously in circles, rambling on to himself. If you realize something, it would help me to know what it is. I've remembered what happened here 5 years ago.